3 dangerous winger hacks, my friends. You should not do these. But if you do, and it works out, you might be a baller. Let's go. Number 1, leave the wing, my friends. Abort. Eject, fire the seat off, and get out. Because defenders are not going to know what to do when you leave your position. That's what I'm talking about, right? We don't want you to do this when the ball's on your side and you have an opportunity to support. We definitely don't want you to do it defensively, but offensively, if the ball is on the other side of the wing and you have stayed wide all this time and you're not getting the ball, it's time to completely throw the rule book out the window, go into the inside, right? Go to the opposite wing, create numbers up, right? You can only do this for a few seconds. If it doesn't work, you've got to get back. Especially defensively, make sure that you're always tracking back to your spot. But offensively, you can do this all the time. And you can suck into the middle, and you can constantly stay away from the defender. He will have a hard time deciding, should he follow, should he keep the shape, all these things. That's what makes you dangerous as an attacking player. If you stay on the wing and you wait for the ball and it's not coming, his job is easy, right? The second you start getting behind him, come into the middle, come into the opposite wing, come in to get the ball way in the back, right? Change things up. Wingers have to be creative, and this is one way to do them. Who told you that you had to get back on defense? What's that? Will, your coach? I see. And your teammates? Nope. Don't get back. I'm not telling you not to get back all the time. I'm not telling you that you don't need to track back when there's a defensive danger on your team. You have to do this. But the most important thing for you is to know that if the player that you are actually guarding is not going to get the ball, you do not need to go back on defense. You might find a way to look to connect with the rest of your team and say, all right, well, if the ball pops out and I don't get back, I'm in a position offensively that makes it perfect for me to get the ball and to go straight to goal. That's what you want. Learning this is a very hard thing. It's something that you guys are gonna have to try and It's something that you're gonna have to try in training, and once you figure it out, you'll know. Remember the golden rule, my friends. The more goals you score, the more assists you produce, the better you are offensively, the less you're needed to track back. They want you to score. That's exactly what they did with Messi at Barcelona, and you can do the same if you remember the golden rule. Don't become a one-trick pony, my friends. Don't do the same move every time, over and over again, unless you are going to get to the level of mastery of somebody like Messi or Robin, all right? The idea here is that you are always changing the game. If you're gonna take a player on, that's fine, but next time do a 1-2. Next time do an early cross. Next time go to the end line, right? You always have to be changing the game. Some of the great advice I've gotten from coaches as I've played on the wing as well is to play simple at first, right? Get those few touches in at the beginning of the game that allow you to get a rhythm. And then once your team has a rhythm, you go hard on the 1v1. You destroy the player, right? The team will start to figure out and notice that we need to shift there, right? But if you do it early on and if you start dribbling and you miss and you do this and you maybe lose confidence in those first couple attempts, that's what you don't want. There's no way for you to do this unless you develop football IQ constantly. You have to be watching the best wingers, watching the best players. When do they attack? When do they defend? When do they decide that this is the time that they're gonna take on 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders? You have to figure that out for yourself, and you do that through training, through practice. Make sure that in training you are trying every single one of these things that you would wanna do in a game, and also in training, make sure you're doing stuff that you would never do in a game, because out of nowhere, you're gonna find it actually worked, right? So most importantly, be bold, take risks, but be smart. That's the vid, my friends. Be very careful, of course, when using these. Be smart, take smart risks, but definitely be bold. We will see you later. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy this crossbar, because I've never missed once. Can they see this crossbar? I want to make sure you guys can see it. I want people complaining. Can you see the crossbar or not? Yes? Can they? I'm asking you. No, okay, good. Now you adjust it. Here you go. That counts. I mean, that should be it. That should.